Jerome, if you'll join me up on stage.
It's my big job.
Not yet, not yet. We're gonna now unveil the key concept preview that our guests are going to enjoy when they come here in anticipation of what next summer has to offer. So if you'll all count down with me from 10, we'll see if we can work this out with Jerome and Kenny. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's very well done for both Jerome and Kenny. I'm very proud. Kennywood's new launch roller coaster features a track length of about 2,100 feet, a maximum speed of about 50 miles an hour, a ride time of 1 minute and 5 seconds, featuring 2 trains running with 12 riders per train. We're confident that this is going to be an awesome ride experience for our guests. It's unlike any other roller coaster that you've experienced at Kennywood, and we're very proud to have this as an addition to our continuously growing lineup of rides. From this point forward, it's going to be very exciting every day here at Kennywood as we work to excavate the land and move towards the launch, so to speak, of this new coaster in 2010. But there will be ample opportunity along the way for the public to be part of it and seeing the progress, everything from web updates to Kennywood's official Facebook page, which will also be launched today, as well as a webcam so that our guests can view progress as we move along towards completion. One of the amazing features on this coaster is the launch, which will take you from 0 to 50 in just under 3 seconds up a hill where it's not just a simple up and over. There's a brief cliffhanging moment before you plummet straight down vertically. You all have your press kits in front of you, which outlines most of the information you've heard here, as well as a handy reference to coaster terms that you may not otherwise be familiar with. So you can understand things like cliffhanger and twist up and top hats and all those fun things, which I'm sure are very familiar to the ACE folks, but to the rest of us might need a little bit of explanation. All the folks that were introduced earlier will be available just after this for any one-on-one interviews or questions, as well as the side of the turnpike if anyone would like to wander over there and take pictures. Just to see the area. Also, in your press kits, you have a multimedia DVD that includes the press release, the video you just saw here, as well as artist renderings of what the coaster would look like and where it's actually going to sit. We superimpose the coaster on the land of the turnpike to give guests a kind of perspective on what the coaster will look like. So we're very excited for what 2010 will have to offer. We're even more excited for the coming weeks and months as we move towards launching this coaster. Here comes Jerome. Are you going to mention the name of the company? Yeah, do that. The expected date for the coaster is May of 2010, but this project definitely is a massive undertaking, and it could not be possible without the help of Premier Rides of Millersville, Maryland. And Premier Rides is proudly based in the United States, so this coaster is in fact a product of the United States, and we're very proud of that. I know a lot of our in-house electricians, maintenance folks, carpenters, they're all going to have a hand on it. So this coaster, going from the turnpike we see today to opening it for next summer, there's going to be a lot of hard work and pride that's going to go into it from the local economy, as well as supporting this wonderful American company by purchasing this American product. If there's any other, we have one from Pat Clunan.
How unique is this ride in the United States or worldwide? How unique is what you're doing?
More or less any coaster you see today has elements that can be found elsewhere. I think the most unique factor for this particular ride is how it fits into Kennywood's landscape, where you have very traditional wooden roller coasters, and then we moved on to the Steel Phantom and the Phantom's Revenge, and this is just continuing that climb to adding great rides here at Kennywood. The launch on this ride uses linear synchronous motor technology. Whether it's linear synchronous motor technology or linear induction motor technology, both are very state-of-the-art for the industry. This ride is very high technology, and it's going to be an incredible experience for the guests.
How much is it going to cost?
At this point in time, we don't have an exact figure that we're ready to release, mainly because we are in the preliminary planning stages, so we have to get past the ride cost and excavating the land and all those details.
Is there a ballpark figure?
At this point, no. We're just focusing on putting in the best ride we can. At this point, we've worked in-house to focus a lot of the attention on suggestions from our team members and folks at Kennywood and Palace. We have a list narrowed down, and in the coming weeks, you will be receiving official coaster name information as well as the official ride logo. In the past, we've had different promotions like Name the Rides contests, but not for this particular ride now. Excellent question. The Turnpike is not leaving permanently per se. We do have plans to bring it back in the future, so it's very important to note that guests aren't saying goodbye to the Turnpike, they're just saying see you later. We do have plans to bring it back in the future. When exactly that will happen or where exactly it will sit will all be determined after the new launch coaster is installed. But guests can look forward to riding it again. Say that one more time. I wouldn't look forward in 2010, mainly because the coaster will take up the bulk of our attention at this point, but 11, 12 or after, you could look for the Turnpike to return. But there's a lot of planning that goes into that. It's not just as simple as saying, yes, we want to bring it back and putting it in. You have to plan and actually work out the course of the ride and things like that. It's not like many other rides where you just need a big open space of land and you can just plop it right down. It actually compares very well to the Barren Curve, which was taken out at Kennywood in 2005, but prior to that, it had actually been at the park for over 26 years. So much in the way that was at the park for a long and storied history, and it was removed and brought back for 2009, that's exactly what we're looking to do with the Turnpike. So guests who enjoy it and love that ride and look forward to having their picture taken every season might just have to take a break and experience the launch coaster for one season, but it'll be back. Different form, probably in track layout and length. It would be very difficult to find an exact footprint that matched what we have today, but it'll be back and it'll still be the same great traditional ride you know and love. That much I can guarantee. Correct, yes. This will be, it will feature the LSM technology, which no other coaster at Kennywood has. Size-wise, it's not bigger than the Phantom's Revenge. However, I think it is definitely a very intense ride and it will make for an awesome experience. But then again, it all goes back to what you as an individual guest like in terms of coasters. But I'm confident that this one will definitely not disappoint.
What about age limit? Is there an age limit yet for kids?
At that point, no. A lot of testing and planning goes into that to determine exactly what the height requirements will be, and that'll go with the manufacturer's recommendation as well as an evaluation by a biomechanical engineer, and all those details will be set in place before we open it to the public. Dan?
Is there a way you can liken this to what kind of car you will be driving in from 0 to 50?
The train will actually increase the experience because the design of the train, it's very minimalistic. So where some roller coasters are used to having big lap bars, big shoulder harnesses, big clunky cars outside of you, the trains are very simple and designed to be open to contribute to the ride experience. The restraints are all up to proper safety standards so guests can enjoy the coaster not having any safety concerns. But the cars are designed in such a way to enhance the ride experience. So after you launch and you start going through those 3 different inversions, the ride just gets better with every twist and turn. If everyone's set now, then you're welcome to come up and get a closer look at the billboard if you like. There's still plenty more water, coffee, donuts, and bagels. Other than that, if anyone would like a one-on-one interview with any of these folks up here, you're more than welcome, and we can easily take a wander over to the Turnpike too. Thank you.